Let's go on over to KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez, who has the morning's headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. Good morning, ladies. Hey, you ladies look like you're live in Hollywood right now.
This is
that
my favorite.
set looks incredible. It looks awesome.
Are you an Idol fan? Do you watch Idol?
I used to. I haven't watched it in years. I mean, I usually just keep up online with who, who's who. But yeah, maybe I'll start watching again this year.
I'm looking forward to it.
The whole judging thing and the changes.
I know, a lot of drama.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
It is. Well, from your official Idol reporters, take it away.
All right. Well, let's get down to your news headlines this morning. We start with talking about the state of New Mexico. Legislators begin their first full day of work today. Yesterday, the governor announced what she hopes will get accomplished in the next 60 days. But Democrats say it won't be easy. News 13's Alex Goldsmith has a story.
The Honorable Susana Martinez, Governor of the state of New Mexico.
Susana Martinez addressed the state for her third time as governor Tuesday. Despite optimism about a projected $200 million surplus, Martinez says the state is losing federal jobs and isn't doing enough to lure companies here.
One way to make New Mexico more competitive is to lower the business tax rate from 7.6% to 4.9%, just as Arizona has done.
She also wants to improve the state's workforce by cutting down on New Mexico's high school dropout rate. She says that starts with making sure children can read by the 3rd grade.
I agree with President Obama's education secretary, Arne Duncan, who said, if your students keep being allowed to leave the 3rd and 4th grade without being able to read, you're not doing them any favors.
But Democratic lawmakers are already going after some of her proposals.
A comprehensive approach to putting people back to work must focus on the majority of everyday New Mexicans who have not and will not benefit from corporate tax breaks or corporate tax loopholes.
Sanchez says the Democrats will push for a higher state minimum wage and tax breaks for working families. He also is planning on pushing hard for an idea the governor has rejected: slight raises for state workers and teachers for the first time since 2008.
For the last 5 years, public servants have suffered cuts in their take-home pay to balance the budget. Now, as we recover, we need to stop that trend.
Both sides used speeches to fire the first shots in a battle set to last 60 days. In Santa Fe, Alex Goldsmith, KRQE News 13.
And 2 of the biggest fights this year will be over driver's licenses for illegal immigrants and making sure the state's pension plans have enough money. The state Senate now has a new president. The Senate unanimously elected Mary Kay Papin as Senate President pro tem yesterday. She's now in charge of appointing committee chairs and members. Democrats had nominated Pete Campos last month, but he didn't have enough votes and stepped aside. In the state house, Representative Ken Martinez is now the speaker. Mr. Martinez takes over Ben Lujan, who died of cancer last month. Well, it could cost UNM students about $20 more to go to school in the fall, all because the school's athletic department says it needs more money. The added cost would give the athletics department an extra $420,000. The department said it needs the extra money because the teams have a lot more extra traveling to do now, with Hawaii and Utah State now in the Mountain West Conference. And also happening at UNM, they are trying a new approach, trying to help struggling students in math. The Albuquerque Journal reports that a new math lab will provide students with a setting where they can actually learn at their own pace with tutors on hand to help. The course is divided into 3 sections, and students will need to master each section in order to move on. Coursework will be extended beyond a semester if they do need more time. And if your kids go to an alternative school in the Albuquerque School District, the board is about to change their school calendar. Tonight, the board will vote on starting the school year on July 23rd and go on winter break from December 20th to January 6th. Then they'll get out for summer on May 22nd. And again, that has to do with kids that go to alternative schools in Albuquerque. That wraps it up for your Wednesday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. All right, ladies, sending it back to you in Hollywood. Oh, I mean, here in beautiful Albuquerque.
That is an interesting school schedule.
Isn't it?
Wow.
Yes. I remember back in the day, I used to get out of school. What did we get out? Like mid-June?
I got June like 20th, around there.
Mid-June.
We got out at the end of May, but we started a little earlier.
Ooh, and those Christmas breaks were usually over by January 1st or 2nd.
Yeah, that was a long Christmas break.
Interesting. Well, okay.